Good day, everyone, and Happy New Year to all. Welcome for this year's first episode of our AGIO-PIA 7 Forum. Well, the month of January in the Philippines has always been one of those festive months where fiestas and festivals happen in various points in the country. And when we talk about festivals, dili magpaulahi ang Cebu, no? Because we have one of the grandest festivals in the country, our very own Sinulog Festival. So this year marks the 39th annual celebration of the Sinulog Festival with the theme Sinulog 2019, One Beat, One Dance for the world to celebrate our culture and religion. So our discussion today then will focus on topics in line with the upcoming Sinulog 2019. And we will be joined then by our officials from the Sinulog Foundation Incorporated, the Department of Tourism Region 7, GMR Megawide Cebu Airport Corporation. So please join us in this informative discussion brought to you by the Philippine Information Agency in cooperation with the Association of Government Information Officers in Region 7. We are on live broadcast over DYMR Cebu Radio Pilipinas and on delayed telecast over MyTV Channel 30 Cebu. And our venue for today is sponsored by Jollibee Boulevard Cebu. So kini si Amor Saludar sa Philippine Information Agency, and with me is Professor Bob Cabardo of the University of San Jose Recoletos. Sir Bob, mayong adlaw.
Yes, mga adlaw ni mo more usab sa atong mga televiewers o sa mga listeners usab. Kaning higayon na mga higala importante kaayo para mahibawan nato kung sa mga preparasyon sa kagamhanan sa atong kapulisan o ubang mga sektor, no, sa pribadong sektor, and of course katong mga na-assign sa airport kung unsa say mga pangandan nila alang sa atong Sinulog 2019 celebration. So atong kauban karon nag-una gini siya pinakasayong niabot, no, mga higala gikan sa Department of Tourism, ang Chief Tourism Operations Officer si Ma'am Judy Cabato. Ma'am Judy Cabato, mayang adlaw ni mo, ma'am. Paliw ko sa mong microphone.
Good morning to everyone.
And of course, aside from Ma'am Judy Gabato from Department of Tourism Amor and sa atong mga kaubanon sa media nga nag-uban nato karon, gipaabot sab nato ato ang konsehal, no, ang director mismo sa Sinulog Foundation, si Councilor Dave Tumulak sa Cebu City Government. And of course, siya pud ang Executive Committee Chairman sa Sinulog Foundation Incorporated, and nag-uban sab nato karon. We'd like to acknowledge this person, the Sinulog 2019 Marketing and Promotions Head. We have Miss Stephanie Rose Villarica. She's over there. And of course, ang atong PIO Chief sa Cebu City Government, we have Miss Malu Inocando Tabar, ang atong higala. Okay, and of course, natin mga kawanan sa media here. But along our guest food more, aside from Judy Gabato and Honorable Dave Tumulak, we also are waiting for an officer from GMR Megawide Cebu Airport Corporation officer, in the person of Ma'am Neneth Castillon. We also invited gikan sa Cebu Archdiocese no nga kanang opisina. However, they declined today because they are also holding a separate press con. So, for now, we'd like to just propound our question siguro alang sa atong guest gikan mismo sa Department of Tourism, ang hepe sa Tourism Operations, si Ma'am Judy Gabato. Ma'am Judy, kumusta ang mga kalihukan pagpangandam sa Department of Tourism alang sa Sinulog 2019?
On behalf of our regional director is Shalimar Hoover Tamano. No, I am the Chief Tourism Operations Officer of the Accreditation Division. Actually, our preparation is we are collaborating with the Balik Cebu. We've been a member of the Balik Cebu Committee, which is our participation is in fact closely monitoring of the arrivals of the Balikbayan, which is we have already a schedule of 3 flights on January 17, and as well as other groups who are receiving other arrivals also, travel agents from Fukuoka who will be visiting around not only Cebu but Central Visayas. So part of the meet and greet, as that is our usual as part of the meeting committee in the arrival of the 3 bulk flights, no? The Cathay Pacific, the Eva Air, and the Philippine Airlines on the 17th, which is the Balik Cebu, is part of that welcoming party. So we prepared also the usual airport courtesies, the Rondalia Serenaders, and also a Sinulog presentation with the GMR.
All these flights are coming from the US, ma'am?
I think it will be coming from different other connecting flights, but that Philippine Airlines, I think that is coming from the US.
Okay. Compared to last year, are we expecting an increase in arrivals?
To be frank with you, our statistics division still collating on the arrivals for the 2018. It will be the regional director who will announce to you. But we're hoping the increase of arrivals because of the new airport, which was opened, Terminal 2 in GMR, managed by GMR last July. Of course, the Bohol Airport, which is last December. So these are really very positive to us. Hopefully, upon the result of that collation from the different municipalities.
How do you counter the advisory coming from the United Kingdom on their citizens not to travel to the southern part of Cebu? Don't you think it will also impact on the possible arrivals of tourists?
It's like this, just to inform the body. Upon the regional directors sent a Viber to us because he's on a vacation leave. Last Monday, we had a meeting together with the PIA and our tourism stakeholders, which is the Hotel, Resorts, and Restaurant Association of Cebu, the CATOS, which is also the Cebu Alliance of Travel and Tour Operators, the president, and also the FTOC, the Federation of Travel and Transport Tour Operators. We had a meeting with this. We are actively coordinating the updates on the Central Visayas situation with our local and national security and law enforcement agencies, because they are fully capable on the updates of the situation when it comes to, let's say, for the travelers' concerns. We have to be also monitoring everything, and we're very happy upon the presentation of our proper authorities last Monday that it was very clear that no recent issues when it comes to terrorism in Central Visayas, specifically in Southern Cebu. In fact, just allow me to expound. As you can see, it was in the newspaper when our tourism stakeholders, travel and tour operators president Alice Kiblatin, allow me to say this also, that mentioned during even in our meeting that there are no cancellations, which is we are also monitoring on that. In fact, there are a lot of inquiries, particularly in the southern Cebu. So this is really a very positive to us when it comes to destination. So we're just monitoring. It doesn't mean that we are very, let's say in Bisaya, kumpiyansa kaayo. Well, heightened alert, that is a very good because of the big event, let's say the Sinulog Festival. This is something that we are also, the security authorities are assuring us that they're also making sure the safety and security for everybody, not only the foreign but the domestic tourists visiting our destination.
So on the part of the Department of Tourism, at what percentage are you truly prepared for the celebration this year?
Well, because we are collaborating with the Sinulog Festival is under the local government, the Cebu City. We are collaborating with them 100% when it comes to the participation and support.
Okay,
because
salamat.
we're talking of arrivals.
Daghang salamat, Ma'am Judy. More? Do you have any question from Ma'am Judy?
Yes, Ma'am Judy, naisgutan nato ang katong travel advisory nga specifically sa southern part of Cebu. Despite ma'am, how optimistic DOT is when it comes to the arrival of our tourists? Mag-expect paghapon ta ma'am og daghan compared last year?
As I mentioned earlier, I don't have the figures, but we have to look it positively. Number one reason, because of that airport, we have the airport, the new airport opening, even the Bohol. So this would really add when it comes to arrivals to our destination as a whole in Central Visayas, not only Cebu.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. As to occupancy, there has been a report that we have a very good occupancy rate right now. What data have reached you, ma'am, so far sa occupancy sa tong hotels and other inns in Cebu?
In fact, during the meeting, Ms. As again, no, with RDPIA, Payet was around. It was clearly also announced by our president of the Hotel Resorts and Restaurants Association that it was really very good, no, when it comes to accommodation. So, how would we say it? Because also of the event. So you can see, hopefully until the end of the month, no, or farther, no, that we will have really a very good arrivals in Cebu, and everybody will be very happy when it comes to accommodation, transport, and restaurants. In everybody actually.
Okay, thank you. We'd like to acknowledge, by the way, our Regional Director of Philippine Information Agency is with us, a very good friend, Ms. Fayet Rinian over there. And of course, members of the media who are here. I think we can open the floor initially for members of the media who may have questions para sa ato ang guest nga si Ma'am Judy Gabato, who'd like to start the first question.
Ma'am, you've mentioned about 3 flights arriving in Cebu. Do we have a head count as to how many persons will be in this flight?
Actually, no, the Balik Cebu mentioned what we do in the DOT, we extend the welcoming, we provide lay reception to all the passengers on board. So we don't have the numbers. It's coming from the Balik Cebu committee. That is really every year, no? These 3 flights. So the whole onboard passengers, we welcome them. Even the pilots and the stewardess.
Thank you, Ma'am Judy. Yes,
Follow-up
Doris.
question, ma'am. Aside from the usual welcome that we give to the guest, are we expecting something new or nabay bagong pakulo or something nga atong ikahatag or ikadalit sa ato ang mga visitors?
It's like this, no? It's not DOT alone who is really promoting the destination. We have our partners in the tourism stakeholders. Even allow me to say also that Suroy-Suroy Sugbo, which is after the Sinulog, they were going to have I think, correct me, a Southern Cebu. So this is something that they can only look, not only the Sinulog, but also the Suroy-Suroy Sugbo, which is, it will be happening after. And as we have daily activities, or how would we say, every different site, southern or northern Cebu, or if they want to extend, they can go to our neighboring provinces like Cebu, Bohol, Negros Oriental, and Siquijor.
It's also good to note that I think that it's also through the Department of Tourism's efforts and along with the local government units that we have the so-called religious or morag pilgrimage nga type of tourism. It's faith-oriented tourism. That's what we're having in Cebu, as mentioned by some camps. No, how is this now? Like we have the Sinulog, we have Fiesta Senior. And the people are still, going to the southern part as well for some religious sites, including the north. Is that also picking up right now?
Yes, it's part of the package, no? Yes, it's part of the package. When we say faith tourism, we don't only emphasize with the religious aspect, but other when it comes, it mixed to culture, no? And that is something that I wish Madam Alice is around, the President of Travel and Tours, who can really speak on the packaging of the different destinations, especially the faith tourism.
Steph, would you like to say something, Ms. Steph?
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Jollibee, for hosting our press con today. In behalf of Cons Dave, we have, he's a very busy man. I think you all would agree. So I'm here to just share with you maybe what to expect in terms of activities for Sinulog 2019. So, Sinulog 2019, we've been doing a lot of preparations because just really in preparation for the upcoming 2021. So 2021 is actually the 500-year anniversary ever since Magellan came to the Philippines. So the Cebu City government, together with the Sinulog Foundation, and all of our local government partners have been doing a lot of preparations starting for Sinulog 2019. So in terms of activities, let me start na lang with maybe a lot of you are wondering about the contingents that will be joining, right, for 2019. So as of today, we have a total of 24 contingents that will be participating in Sinulog 2019. Would you want me to name them, a breakdown? Okay. For Sinulog sa barangay, we have the following barangays: Sapang Dako, San Nicolas Proper, Mambaling, Talamban, Basak San Nicolas, Mabolo, Suba, Sawang Calero, Cogon Pardo, Inayawan, Dayas, Labangon, and Guadalupe. For Sinulog sa Lalawigan, we have Carcar City, Hinatilan, Cebu, Consolacion, Cebu, Bogo City, and Talisay cities. And then we have also contingents that will perform during the Grand Parade only. So these are Daan Bantayan, Placer, Surigao del Norte. I think this is a very popular contingent who's doing a comeback for 2019. Murcia, Negros Occidental. We also have the province of North Cotabato, who will be also joining us during the Grand Parade. We have Tribu La Catuarba and Zamboanga City. And we also actually have special performances per usual every year by the San Diego Dance Company, the Cebu City Government, and we have special guests all the way from Korea. This is the Wonju Dance Company. So they will be performing not only during the pre-Sinulog activities at Fuente and Plaza Independencia, but they will also be performing during the Sinulog Grand Parade. So these are the list of contingents that will be participating for 2019. In terms of pre-Sinulog pre-Sinulog activities, aside from the main Sinulog events like what we have, the Sinulog sa Barangay, Sinulog sa Lalawigan, we have nightly activities both at Fuente and Plaza Independencia. So I don't know if you remember last year for Fuente, we didn't do anything there. But this year, the Cebu City government has decided to open up Fuente again. And one of the main reasons is really, we understand that during Sinulog week, or the days leading up to Sinulog, it can get really crowded, right? So just to really divide the crowd and to make sure there's a lot of peace and order in place, we've opened up 2 venues for nightly activities, which is Plaza Independencia and Fuente Osmeña Circle. So there you will have a lot of food booths, nightly shows or concerts brought to you by our partner schools and our corporate sponsors. The same thing, Plaza will also have food and drinks and nightly activities there. So starting January 10, expect nightly shows at both Fuente and Plaza Independencia. Another thing I'd like to share also is the availability of, before I proceed, participation of the floats and the gigantes and puppeteers. So as of yesterday, as per checking with the office, we have about 26 floats confirmed to participate. That's more or less the same number we had last year. For the photo contest, we have 200 participants as well that will be participating. In terms of Sinulog tickets, we are very happy to share. We've had a very good partnership with both Ayala Center through the Balik Cebu booth and Robinson's Galleria. So we won't only be selling the Sinulog Grandstand tickets at Abellana. So they will be available for sale also at the Balik Cebu booth starting January 10. We would like it January 9. Okay, launching on ta. But we have some challenges with our printer. So we'll be selling starting January 10 at the Balik Cebu booth in Ayala Center, Cebu, and at the concierge desk at Robinson's Galleria. So it'll be much easier for the general public to secure tickets. The Sinulog Grandstand tickets are also available for sale online via the Sinulog website. The tickets range from 1,000 up to 3,000, depending on the different areas at the grandstand. So the red area is 3,000, blue is still 2,500, yellow is 1,500, and then pink and green is 1,000. So no price increase. So far, I think everything's been pretty okay in terms of the preparations. This year, we started much earlier compared to last year. So, in terms of the preparation for Sinulog 2019, everything is pretty much in place. One of the main priorities of the city government and CONSDAV is really peace and order. So, there's a lot of ongoing coordination with the police and our local government partners to make sure that we have a very safe and peaceful Sinulog.
In light of the coming elections, will you allow politicians to speak, or have you invited local or national politicians to the event?
From what I know, and Ms. Malu, correct me if I'm wrong, we have not actively invited anybody to come, but we have been receiving invitations from the different government officials from the different provinces. So the Office of the Mayor is in charge of making sure we can accommodate them to come. So they are welcome to join us during the Sinulog 2019, but since it's election season, we will not be giving anybody any speaking parts. Only the president. Yes. Should he decide to grace us with his presence. Yes. An invitation has been sent to his office, right? Yeah. So, just the president.
We're ready because this is something that we do every year. To also clarify Richard's question, the only person that we invited is the president, and because it's election season, there are also encouragement to not campaign. You can visit for the Senyor Santo Niño and for the kanang naandan sa mga Sugbuanon, but not to campaign. So you can show up and be here for Santo Niño, not to campaign to the vote-rich Cebu also. But if ever the president, which we hope he will come, siya lang ang paistoryahon. That is also naandan pod here nga kung maabot ang presidente, pastoryahon gud siya. But in terms of preparedness, Sir Dave, who also is still coordinating with the police right now, told me that he's also giving emphasis on establishments that are not allowed to extend tables and chairs along the road na. Those who will be violating will be given show cause order the next day. So that's he's also very stern in that case. So hopefully he will make it here. He's still with the PNP at the Basilica also. I'd like to think so because Sir Dave is on top of the situation as Deputy Mayor for Peace and Order. Ms. Steph is doing such a great job with the marketing. So I think it's all systems go for Sinulog.
One more thing, sorry. Understand there will be no Wi-Fi, there will be no signal, no? I'd like to know from what time to what time, and also I heard also Bohol will be affected.
In terms of the Wi-Fi, so I don't have the complete details as of yet. I have yet to confirm with CONSDAV as to the specific details in terms of the removal of Wi-Fi during Sinulog Sunday, but most likely it will be very similar to last year. And one of the reasons the city is doing that is really to push for peace and order on Sinulog Sunday. Pretty much during the time of the Grand Parade. So that's safe to say at the least from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the least. Yeah. But yet again, like I mentioned, we have to confirm the specific details with CONSDAV.
We'd like to acknowledge the arrival. We're just allowing her to breathe. No. Ato ang officer, she's actually the Terminal Operations Head of GMR Megawide Cebu Airport Corporation, Operations Head and Corporate Affairs, no? Si Ma'am Neneth Castillon. Kumusta ang biyahe, ma'am? Paliw ko sa imong mic. Yeah, paliw ko sa imong mic. Kumusta ang biyahe? Oh yes, that's part of the holiday season. Anyway, ma'am, kumusta ang kanang preparasyon ninyo sa GMR Megawide Cebu Airport Corporation, being the Operations and Corporate Affairs Head, no? Ma'am Nineth?
Well, actually, first of all, I'm not the corporate affairs head, but
Okay.
I'm the head of terminal operations for Terminal 1. Now, si Miss Avi is the one who is the corporate affairs and branding manager.
Anyway,
Yes.
so sa Terminal 1 ang imo ang turf.
Yes.
Kung saan siya? This is the international,
Domestic.
the
The
domestic.
domestic.
How's the domestic operations right now impacted by the influx of mga tourists?
Yeah.
Kumusta, ma'am?
For Terminal 1, it's pretty steady, but the thing that we are really doing as of the moment is focusing on the renovation of the domestic terminal. Now, as we all know, ang Terminal 2, it has been newly opened in July this year. So now we're doing the domestic side for that. And that's the Terminal 1.
Okay. And the reason for this renovation is?
It's also to keep it up to speed to Terminal 2, so it doesn't look like the poor cousin from the province. And of course, as part of the concession agreement, we're supposed to be doing improvement work in Terminal 1.
But so far, despite the renovation, okay gihapon ang atong operations sa Terminal 1.
Yes, the operation is not disrupted. We're trying our best to really make sure that the passengers would still have the ease of connectivity and travel. In fact, yesterday we just posted some updates for passengers who are going through Mactan Cebu International Airport, because we just shifted the entrance of the south wing because of renovation work that's happening. And hopefully by middle of the year, people from Cebu as well as tourists would be able to see the results of the first phase of the T1 renovation.
As of now, do you have some data or figures as to the arrival sa Terminal 1 lang?
For Terminal 1, for domestic, if we're talking, since this is Sinulog, we're focusing on the influx of travelers, as I would put it. In 2018, we just for the covering weeks of Sinulog,
Yes.
we have about 223,000
Arrivals.
travelers or
Okay.
arrivals who came for the 2-week period.
Okay.
Now, if we project for 2019, which is yet to happen,
Yeah.
based on that, our projection would be somewhere about mga 4% increase
Okay.
for this year. That's how we would put it.
So this is 4% of the 223,000 which
Yeah.
arrived last
Ang
year.
223 is already both for international and domestic. And
Okay.
I think as we all know, it's on the newspaper. There would be more probably because of this Korean contingent that's coming over. Yes. So, and then of course, we do have a lot of Korean tourists as well. So if we look at the statistics of 5-star hotels, it's dominated by Korean as well, and that also explains why they have so much, because Korean flights are daily in Cebu.
How
We
many
have
do we
about
have?
7 airlines or more that's operating Cebu Korea direct,
Okay.
yeah, and that's daily.
All right, thank you. At this point, do you have a question for Ma'am Neneth, please, media?
Making to ensure that the arrival of our foreign and domestic tourists are really memorable, considering that January is Sinulog period.
Well, there are activities that's in line, of course, for Sinulog, and then I don't know if the question is geared directly on the activity, or is it more on the safety and security side For safety and security, of course, just like any other airports, we are being governed under the international standards of ICAO, and of course, Office of the Transportation Security for the Philippine side, and members of PNP are also well represented in the airport. So we have, of course, PNP, we have the Aviation Security Unit, that's AGIO. We also have the ESSD, and we have the K9 units. Aside from that, on special occasions, you've passed through Cebu, there are special help desks that are there. And PNP, the Philippine National Police, they would regularly augment people in order for us to ensure that some concerns, hopefully not, on safety and security is well guarded. Now, in as far as GMCAC, we have our security deployment, and during Sinulog time, that's also where the head of security would add more detail in the terminal. So both Terminal 1 and Terminal 2.
Okay, right now actually we're waiting for the response from Ma'am Ninette Castillon on the question of our Regional Director of PAAs, Ma'am Payatrinian, on the Cebu experience. How do we make that experience of our tourists coming into Cebu for the Sinulog so memorable? So we're just checking on the response ni Ma'am Ninette Castillon. And of course, ato mga tigpaminaw, diha, you're still tuned into the AGIO-PIA 7 Forum. Live kita karon nanukad dinhi mismo sa Jollibee Boulevard. Thanks to them sa snacks and venue ning maong AGIO Forum, AGIO-PIA 7 Forum. Ang atong hisgutan sa pagkakaroon mga higala mao ang preparasyon sa kagamhanan o sa ubang sektor kabahin aning atong Sinulog Celebration 2019. So while waiting for Ma'am Ninette Castillon, ato sigurong pasalamatan sab ang atong mga lain-laing mga sektor nga involved ning maong programa, no? We have MyTV Channel 30 Cebu, we also have Radyo Filipinas, and of course the Philippine Information Agency who's at the helm of this, and the Sinulog Foundation. Kauban nato karon, sitting in behalf of Honorable Dave Tumulak, ang atong Marketing and Promotions Head sa Sinulog 2019, ang matahum nga si Miss Stephanie Rose Villerica. And of course, kauban sab nato mga higala, ang opisyal gikan sa Department of Tourism, si Ma'am Judith Gabato. And I think at this point, si Ma'am Ninette already has the answer. Unsay tubag ni mo atong pangutana ni Director Fayatrinian sa PIA, ma'am?
Okay. On January 14, that's a Monday, there's going to be a kick-off event that will start with the usual procession. So this is a regular activity way back, I think, since the airport has started. Mm-hmm. And then procession and enthronement of the Santo Niño image
Within the airport premises.
Yes. And then at Terminal 2, and then so ang route is T2 as a gift to GMC. The solemn procession will start at Pag-asa checkpoint. That's the initial entry when you go through the airport. That's where you have the security detail who are in white uniform. So
this is in Terminal 2.
That's where the procession will start.
Okay.
Sa Pag-asa checkpoint. Then it will go to Terminal 1.
Okay.
And then after that, it will proceed to Terminal 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And aside from this kick-off event, which is actually the procession
And
within
then,
airport premises,
yeah.
what other activities do you have?
And
ma'am?
then, of course, after that, a traditional Sinulog dance will be offered.
Mhm.
And then on the 17th, GMCAC, DOT, and the Balik Cebu Committee will have the Balik Cebu welcome for the Balikbayans, and that's happening in the morning.
This is on
It's
January
January 17.
17.
So it's a special welcome for those Balikbayans who will be arriving and who will be coming home to Cebu to celebrate Sinulog. And there will be welcome drinks, compliments of GMCAC for all the Balikbayans.
Okay, this is as far as those who are coming in to Cebu for the
Yes.
celebration. What about those? What about those who will be leaving then a few days after the celebration? You also have some events for them.
Actually, wala. This is more of the Sinulog festivities itself on that day mentioned sa 14th and 17th.
17.
But of course, when you go to the terminal, you would be able to feel the
festive.
warmth of Cebu and the Sinulog atmosphere. So, because we want to make sure that when our tourists would arrive and kababayans would come home, the experience would already start from the time that they come down the aircraft and up to the time where they reach their destination.
Once again, thank you, everybody, for being here and for your continuous partnership for Sinulog. Sinulog 2019 will not be possible without the support of the Cebu City Government, the Sinulog Foundation, and all of our partners, including everybody here today, our corporate partners, and everybody listening. So we hope to see everybody out there. Kickoff starts on Friday. So we hope everybody will take part in the Sinulog festivities.
Okay. Any parting statement from Ma'am Nineth, please?
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for having us here. Thank you for giving us the chance to share the events that's gonna be happening within the Sinulog period. I'm sure you always follow us on Facebook. So it's GMCAC, the name of the account. So we'll be posting all of the activities that we would be having on that Facebook page. Thank you.
And of course, Ma'am Judy Gabato from the Department of Tourism.
In behalf of our regional director, Shalimar Hooper Tamano, we would like to thank, of course, everyone for inviting us over and to share what are the updates of the security. Daghang salamat.
Daghang salamat, Sab, and palihog ko sa mic more. Anyway, with that, friends, we'd like to thank all of you for the presence, and of course, the Philippine Information Agency, Radyo Filipinas, DYMR Cebu, and MyTV Channel 30. Sila
And-
Mario Mayordo o si Robel Lazaga, si Ms. Payatrinien,
And the Association
Kirby.
of Government Information Officers in Central Visayas.